morning, students. I am your instructor Kausar Kiran on the platform of Southern Business School, University of Southern Punjab, Multan. Student, in the today's session here we discuss the subject of macroeconomics. The outline of this subject is what is macroeconomics, what is economics, what is goal, government policies, and what is the policies, and what is the goal, and what is the significance of macroeconomics. Student, in the introduction of macroeconomics, the basic concept is today we will study introduction to macroeconomics, the definition of economics, the difference between microeconomics and macroeconomics, and the scope of economics. These topics are the foundation of economics and will help you to understand how economic system work at both small and large level. Student, first here we discuss what is the definition of economics. Student, economics is a social sciences that studies how people use limited resources to satisfy unlimited wants. Different economists gave different definitions. First is Adam Smith. Adam Smith belongs to classical school of economics. Students, Adam Smith define economics as the study of wealth. Second is Alfred Marshall. Alfred Marshall belongs to neoclassical school of thought. Alfred Marshall defined it as the study of mankind in the ordinary business of life. Third is modern school of thought. Robbins defined economics as the study of scarcity and choices. So, now we conclude all the definition. Economics is the study of how people make choices because resources are limited. Now, we next discuss introduction to macroeconomics. Student, the word macro means large. Macroeconomics is the branch of economics that studies the whole economy as a single unit. It focuses on national income, inflation, unemployment, economic growth, overall price level. For example, what is the unemployment rate of the country? Why is inflation rising? How fast is the economy grow? Students, that the definition help to understand the concept of macroeconomics. Macroeconomics helps governments manage the economy. The next topic is the difference between micro and macroeconomics. Economics is divided into two main branches. First is microeconomics, second is macroeconomics. Student, microeconomics study individual consumers and firms focus on prices on one product. Study demand and supply, help businesses make decision. For example, price of wheat in a local market. Now, the next is macroeconomics. Student, macroeconomics study whole economy, focus on national income, inflation, helps in government policies making. For example, inflation rate of a country. Now, what is the difference between micro and macroeconomics? Student, micro means small and macro means large. That is mean in microeconomics here we study small unit of the economy, but in macroeconomics we discuss the large part of the economy. So, here macroeconomics general price level and microeconomics we discuss individual price level. Macroeconomics business policy, whole economy. So, the importance of macroeconomics. Why we studying economics? Student, the scope of economics means the area or field that economics covers. Economic studies, number one, production of goods and services. Number second, consumption. Number third, distribution of income. Number fourth point is exchange of goods. Number 5, scarcity and choices. Number 6, resources allocation. Number 7 is economic growth. And number 8 point is employment. Number 9, inflation. And The last point is welfare of society. Student economics include both micro and macroeconomics. The question arises here, why do we study economics? Student economics is an important subject because it helps us understand how individuals, businesses, and governments make decisions about using limited resources. Since resources are limited and human wants are unlimited, economics teach us how to manage them wisely. So, main reasons for studying economics. Number one, to understand scarcity. Student resources like money, time, and land are limited. Economics helps us to understand how to use them efficiently. Number second point is to make better decision. Economics teach us how to choose between different options and understand opportunity costs. Number third point is to understand market behavior. In market behavior explains how prices are determined through demand and supply. Number 4 point is to manage personal finance. Economics helps in budgeting, saving, investment and spending wisely. Number fifth point is to understand national problems. Students, it helps us understand inflation, unemployment, poverty and economic growth. Number next point is to help in business decision. Business use economic principles to set prices, control cost and maximize profit. The next is to understand government policies. Economics explain taxation, government, spending and monetary policy. The next point is to improve living standards. By understanding economic growth and development, we can improve the quality of life. So, when we conclude all this topic, we study economics because it helps us understand how resources are used, how decisions are made, and how the country works at both individual and national levels. Students, it is useful in daily life, businesses and government decision making. So, at the end, we can say economics is the study of how limited resources are used to satisfy unlimited wants. When we divided economics into two branches, that is micro and macroeconomics, microeconomics study individual units while macroeconomics study the whole economy. The scope of economics is broad and covers production, consumption, distribution and economic growth. Understanding these concepts is very important for studying. Students, further economic topics we discuss in the next lecture. Hopefully you understand all the topics today. What is economics? What is the scope of economics? What is the branches of economics? The microeconomics and the macroeconomics. Thank you so much students and Allah Hafiz.